Lingua franca means language that connects with other people or other culture or other language background. So mostly we speak English to connect with people. So if you go in South and if you have your own accent of English, if you have own accent of English, and if they are not able to understand you, so in that case, what do you think? Would that be good?
So can you repeat
Okay,
last part?
okay. If you speak English with South Indian people or with anybody, like आपण थोडक्यात बोललो मराठीत बोललो मराठीचे जे ऍक्सेंट आहे ते असणे गरजेचं आहे किंवा चांगलं आहे आपल्याला माहित असतो आपल्याला काही माहिती पडते की हा माणूस कुठला आहे कुठल्या भागाचा आहे हा मराठी असं बोलतो या पद्धतीने बोलतो म्हणून हा पुण्याचा असेल मुंबईचा असेल किंवा पनवेलचा असेल किंवा कुठल्याही महाराष्ट्राच्या कुठल्याही भागाचा असेल बट वेन वी स्पीक इंग्लिश लँग्वेज and if people are not able to understand us maybe in south maybe in north maybe if you talk to your clients and they are from international background they are native speakers of english and if they are not able to understand our english so what will be accent in that case do you think it will be good now
No, sir.
so what is the reason in this case the accent your accent is not good so what is the reason here they are not
Only
able
the
to
way we
understand
speak.
you right
Yes, sir.
because the way the native speakers they speak we cannot speak like them but we love accent of our own mother tongue like if I speak marathi then I would love to hear marathi from other people from other part of maharashtra or maybe people who stay in uk and us if they speak marathi you'll be surprised they have their us and uk accent on marathi have you heard people like them like this who are from abroad and they speak marathi like their uk and us accent have you heard them
Yes, sir.
right
No, sir.
so we are not talking about the accent is good or bad but when it comes to internationally connect with people then at times we have to have a neutral accent a proper way of pronunciation so this is what exactly we are going to learn today pronunciation and this is my one of the favorite topics or the most favorite most favorite topic like I love to teach to people even I train people on this I've taken various sessions on this and this is my forte rather this is my strength in terms of providing knowledge information on language skills rather so anyways so this is part of your syllabus as well let me pull that syllabus so that I can share with you just give me a minute please alrighty so this is the syllabus I'm going to share with you all right do you see my screen
Yes, sir.
so this second portion, the second module, we have speaking skills, voice modulation, good pronunciation. So we'll focus on these things now. Speaking without fear, extempore, we are done with extempore and prepared speaking. Body language we'll see later on. Telephone etiquette, mobile video conferences. Right. So voice modulation and good pronunciation we are going to focus on right now. So let me share this the PPT that I prepared, not PPT, the PDF file. Just give me a minute. Where is that? 1 second. Yes, I guess it's here. I should download this now because it will be there on complete screen. Otherwise, it will be like half screen. Or let's say it is fine. If I rotate my cell phone like this, just a moment. I guess I must download this first and then share with you. Wait, just a moment. Okay, I'm downloading the file so that I can share with you. Okay, one quick moment, please. Okay, now let me share the screen. I'm done. Okay, let's see it's visible. All right, so it's visible. Okay, so how to improve English pronunciation? Now, like we said, like in the beginning, accent is good for your mother tongue, or even if you have English accent, if you have your own mother tongue influence on English language, it will be good for people who live abroad or who live in other part of our country. They will be able to make it out from your accent. They will able to guess that yes, you are from Maharashtra because you're speaking the English language like the Maharashtrians speak or the South Indians speak or wherever you belong to, right? So they will be able to have a connect with you. This is how this is why the dialect or the accent is very important. But when your accent makes it unintelligible for other people like native speakers, then you have a hard time. For that reason, you have to have a proper neutral accent. That is the simple thing. And if you want to learn accent or pronunciation, there are certain things you need to know. And this is the best way to understand, to learn different accent, to know not different accent, to neutralize your accent so that people will be able to understand you. If you go anywhere in the world, you speak with that language, I mean speak English with that proper accent, and that will be neutral accent. You don't have to copy anybody. You have to just proper accent, you have to deliver it properly, and your accent will be understood by everybody entire globe. You won't have any problem interacting with them. Okay, and believe me, all the different native speakers of US, UK, Australia, and other part of the world, if they are native speakers of English, they will have the similar way of speaking, putting accent on a particular word. Maybe different dialect will be different, but the accent will be similar on a particular word. There is a rule of every language, and everybody follows that subconsciously rather. So how to improve your English pronunciation? What was your response when you saw these phonetic symbols to improve your pronunciation? Have you ever gone through these symbols and you are from engineering background? I hardly feel that you have gone through these symbols. Yes, no, maybe. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, so have you ever gone through these symbols earlier? Are you looking at them first time? Are you watching them? I'm seeing them first time.
Just two symbols, sir.
Okay, you already know that. Or somewhere in your engineering, you might have gone through those symbols, or you have interacted with those symbols.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, actually, these are all Greek. It's all Latin and Greek, I know, but it's all Greek words. Okay, and they are from the Greek alphabet. So these symbols you will find mostly in dictionaries. You don't have to decode them. Now it has been made very simple. In simple English, we'll see that. Okay, so these are the sounds that people they despise to learn. I mean, these symbols they despise to decode. They just want to learn it simply. So we'll make this very simple, and you will learn a proper accent today, and you will sound neutral and beautiful when you speak English. So it's all Latin now. Don't go get too caught up in the fact of English contains 44 sounds. And this is again a kind of news for you that you know how many words are. I mean, sorry, how many alphabet are there? Letters are there in English language.
26.
Thank you. Great, 36. But there are 44 sounds. So again, a surprise. 44 sounds. We'll see that how it makes. I mean, how they make contribute to 44 sounds, and those sounds are very important, and that's why you speak natural or good English or with proper accent or proper pronunciation. Okay, so you only learn 26 letters, and what the heck this 44 sounds? Yes, you're right. There are 26 letters in English alphabet, but when you combine a few of them indicate extra sound. So hold on a second. We are going to learn what these things are and what is the relationship between this and mastering English pronunciation. You don't have to go through the entire detail. I will make it very simple for you. So just wait and learn and watch and practice a lot. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. You should avoid sounding like a Native American or Brit. Have you ever heard a person, maybe in your company, maybe somewhere in your life, like he or she is putting on accent, like वो बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब American और UK sound करने की कोशिश करते हैं, ऐसा आपने कभी have you ever encountered anybody like this?
Yes, sir.
ऐसा फील हुआ आपको? मतलब नेशनल थे वो लोग? If they are national, then it's okay. But if somebody tries to be like anybody else or somebody else, and she is not up to the mark, then how do you feel? What was your response?
Awkward, sir. Awkward.
Exactly. Many people they roll their R's, like when they talk, when they speak English, they roll their R's, R ऐसे बोलते हैं. तो कुछ लोग हिंदी भी वैसे बोलने लग जाते हैं. तो it sounds really awkward. So don't put pressure on yourself and avoid being a Native American or Brit, because आप कितना भी एक्सेंट बना लो उनके जैसा, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं आप पकड़ में आ जाओगे, उनके भी और दूसरों के तो आप आते हो पकड़ में. So instead of that, you have proper accent, proper pronunciation, right? This won't make you like a fool, or like the ones who try to pretend like they are native speakers. You don't have to be like them. You have to have your own proper Indian neutral accent. That is, it's so that whenever you go, whenever you to speak any South Indian, any North Indian, anybody from your part, anybody from abroad, they should be able to understand you. This is the motto here, right? You are not supposed to learn any particular accent unless your job requires that. Fine. So appropriate articulation is just speaking naturally while paying close attention to the sounds within a word. I mean, yesterday I just finished one attending one international webinar, and it was a 3-day webinar, and it was from Kerala University, from linguistic department. And there were people from abroad, like from across the globe rather, from Russia, from Indonesia, and across the globe. So everybody has his own or her own accent. And even, you know, South Indians, how they speak English, the moment they speak English, the moment they open their mouth, even Hindi or English, we understand that he or she must be from South India. He or she must be from this part or this region of India, right? So when I was like hearing to some of them, it was really very difficult even for me to understand particular words. Why this happens? Because they do not, or we do not speak a foreign language or a second language as per the requirement, or as we do not respect the language or the sounds of that language, because we do not have that language on our tongue, right? And there we we try to be like others, or we fail to pronounce those things. So, and what is the benefit? When you speak English with good pronunciation and a neutral accent, you will enjoy great rewards. You can face an audience and speak fluently without any hesitation. This is one of the rewards you will get. Your audience will love to listen to you, and you like people. Like we love people who speak any language with good pronunciation, or their method is good, their their vocabulary is good. We love them, and we like to listen to them a lot. Even you'll be getting this kind of reward once you speak English with proper accent, with proper pronunciation. You can join the elites in your working environment. The people who speak good English, you can join them, and they will accommodate you if you speak good English. And you will seize leadership opportunities as well. And the people who are good at speaking, they are given the chance to lead any team. Most of the time, you will find this. So do not worry, I'm not going to teach you how to decode the symbols listed above, which everyone despises, even we do not like, or some people do not like it, but we'll try to learn it naturally. So return to fundamentals. Some fundamentals you have to learn. Fundamentals or basics are very important in every case, in every trade, or in any stream. So you'll learn, and you will undoubtedly benefit from a review of the fundamentals. So everyone knows the vowel sounds V. We'll represent the vowel sounds with V, are presented with the letters A, E, I, O, U. Everybody knows this, right? There are how many vowels there in the English language? Vowel sounds we talk about.
5.
5. Good. But remember one thing, when we talk about vowel, we are not talking about vowel letters, we are talking about vowel sounds. So we represent vowel with V. Okay. Now concentrate on the sounds rather than the letters, because each letter represents a particular sound. Yes, understanding English pronunciation requires this. So consonants. Other than vowels, there are consonants. They are here we'll represent consonant with C, and the remaining 21 letters apart from these 5 are consonants. Now, what is the difference between a consonant and a vowel? Have you ever imagined? Have you ever tried to understand what is the difference between them? Any one of you? Your voice is there is a lot of background noise. Who's talking? Just let me check. Hello. Pandurang, could you please mute yourself if you don't want to share something? Okay, thank you. Anybody knows what is the difference between a vowel and a consonant in English? Hello. No problem. I'll tell you what is the difference between them. Vowel sounds, they are frictionless. If you just open your mouth and you let the air pass through your mouth, and the sound that air creates, it will be a sound. Like, for example, if I say A or E, if I try to sound A, E, there will be no friction of my mouth. My lip, my tongue, my teeth will not touch each other. But the moment I want to produce a consonant sound, then my lip, some part of my teeth or some part of my tongue will touch somewhere in all those organs, like lips, teeth, tongue, upper palate, lower palate, like this, soft palate or hard palate, like this, right? So consonant sounds are produced after a lot of friction, or some constriction must be there for consonant sound. That's why we have the difference between vowel and consonant sound. And if you talk about Marathi, then we have Hindi and Marathi Barakhadi, right? A, I, E, E जो भी है वो सारे sound जो है 2012 credits are like vowel sound. So anyways, the consonants are represented by the remaining letters.
So there is some disturbance, sir.
Yes, I know. I don't know. Just a moment, please. Let me check.
पद्दू ए पद्दू घड़ी घड़ी ऐसे के बैग आना पड़ेगा फिंगरप्रिंट है तेरा बड़ी काट के
Shazar,
सर
Shazar,
पीछे
could you please mute yourself? Shazar, let me check again.
इसका हुआ नहीं बस पे कब से हुआ इसका नाटक कर रहा है वो ये अभी उधर दिख रहा है कब से
Machine
बार
is
चिल्लाया
in mute. Shazar, yes. Okay, now it's all right. Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. Let's move on. So we were talking about consonant sounds and vowel sounds. Now, let's see the very shortest unit of a word, and that is called as. Can somebody pronounce this for me? One by one, those who are present here, those who would like to learn this pronunciation. What is this?
Syllable.
Okay, good,
Syllable.
good.
Syllable.
Okay, syllable. Most of you are pronouncing it as syllable because we have syllabus, right? It's syllable, right? So this is word accent you are going to learn. But anyway, what is a syllable? Let's see that. Let's watch that and learn that. To simplify things, a syllable is the smallest unit of a word that contains a vowel. At times, it will be only a vowel sound like a, we call the articles, and one or more consonants. So don't give up just yet. This will point you in the direction of the correct pronunciation. Believe me, once you understand the syllable, the smallest unit, you will be able to put proper accent on a particular word. So let's look at a few examples to help you understand. The word net has only one syllable, that is monosyllabic, one syllabic, which can be represented as CVC. You see this word net, N-E-T. Now focus on sounds, not on letters. Why? Because you know vowel and you know consonant now. So we are talking about sounds, not letters. So net has three sounds, C, V, C. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So CVC, this is the perfect example of a syllable here. So only one syllable. You got the example of syllable. Now it's very clear. Now see network. We have CVC in the first syllable, then we have another syllable, work. So it becomes network is a disyllabic word. So you know how to divide a word into different syllables now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Every vowel will form a syllable. You just have to focus on a vowel in that particular group of letters or sounds. So network has two syllables. Ambition has three syllables. So let's break ambition, right? So VC, CVC. This is the division. This is how you divide this word, right? So even this is very technical, like your subject. Okay, so computerization, now a huge word. It's a polysyllabic or multisyllabic word, but it's easy peasy, don't worry. Once you get the hang of it, it becomes very easy for you to to put accent on particular words, and that will make you a good speaker of English language with proper pronunciation. Okay, so you got this? Anybody has any issues here of not following this? Simple? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move on. Now word accent or word stress. And if you perfect this, then your pronunciation will be, your accent will be completely okay, or it will be neutral. So understanding syllable is half the battle fought. So you have won half the battle. So don't be concerned. Read it once more. It's simple to comprehend, to understand. No one will be able to stop you from mastering pronunciation once you have grasped the concept of accent. Stress, at times used by many scholars, either we call it word accent or word stress. So having some accent or having your own accent is your idiosyncrasy, is your uniqueness, right? So you must have an accent, but the accent should be neutral. It should be proper. It should be understandable rather. So break any long word into short syllables based on the syllable. As we did previously, international, international, and you see the Nash NA is capital. That means once you have a monosyllabic, a disyllabic or multisyllabic, then a syllabic word, then you need to put accent on a particular syllable. So here in this case, international, the accent is on second syllable. You got this?
Yes,
At
sir.
times you can say it like international as well, four syllable, but that is not the case here. We are not going to in that detail, but here we are going to learn the word accent. So in this case, we have the accent on na, right? So if you want to say international, like you say usually, like we say usually, then there will be no proper accent on a particular syllable. The moment you say international, people will understand you. Okay, you are talking about international. If you say international with a proper, not proper and monotonous, in a monotonous way, then people not, mostly native speakers won't be able to follow you. Consider the word penchant as an example of a disyllabic word. Okay. And what is the word here? The first word here? I mean, the first sound. Yes, please interact. Please participate.
Pen.
Pen. And मराठीत आपण पेन कसे बोलतो पेन मराठीमध्ये काय साऊंड असतं पेनचा प्रोनाउन्सिएशन काय असतं किंवा हिंदीमध्ये पेन म्हणतात आम्ही पेन दे
पेन
पेन पेन बोलता ना पेन म्हणजे तो PAIN वाला पेन इंग्लिश का हो जाएगा पेन दे इसको एक क्या इसको एक चपाट दो एक फटका दो इसको जब he'll she'll or she'll have the pain. So this is the case here. This is the matter here when we make or we interchange different sounds of vowel, and that makes a complete different sense for native speakers, for other language speakers rather. So it's pen, short sound, right? So pension. So pension as an example of a disyllabic word, and if you fail to have accent on a proper syllable, then you will make it unintelligible for other people of that language. Go and look up the definition of the अच्छा ये भी एक word है ये. Now pronounce any one of you or one by one, please pronounce this word.
Definition.
Okay, good. Next person, please.
Definition.
Good. You are very I mean cautiously you are speaking now, you're pronouncing now. Yes, go ahead, one more.
Definition.
Good. Who's remaining out of the people
Definition.
who are attending? Definition. So you are
Definition.
definition. Very good. और अक्सर क्या होता है इसको डेफिनेशन बोलते हैं हमारे टीचर्स भी हमारे स्टूडेंट्स भी और लिखते भी उसका स्पेलिंग डेफिनेशन. इसमें कोई नेशन नहीं है, कोई नेशनल चीज नहीं है इसमें. यू डोंट हैव टू बी पैट्रियोटिक हियर. कोई नेशन नहीं इसमें बोला जा रहा है. इट्स डेफिनेशन. डेफिनेशन तो पहला ही जो सिलेबस है उसके ऊपर एक्सेंट आ जाता है. इस डेफिनेशन दे के ऊपर जो है एक्सेंट आता है. ओके, सो डेफिनेशन. And in the beginning, like if you go through some manual, some project, like you're working on a project and you're new to that department or that project, and or if you're handling any machine that is very helpful in construction or design or structural design, anything, Then if you go through the manual in the beginning, it looks like, oh, it's very difficult to handle. But once you get the practice, and once you do a lot of practice and you start handling that machine or that particular system procedure, it becomes very easy for you, right? Similarly, this will happen naturally. You don't have to learn any accent like you said, and you write down few words and then you break them like this. You just have to listen and put proper accent as the native speakers do. Okay. All right. So it's definition. So go and look up the definition of this word if you are inclined to enrich your vocabulary after reading the entire article. So whenever you go through, whenever you come across a new word, just don't learn the meaning like alone in vacuum. Try to learn the meaning of that particular word in that context where you read it, and always learn the correct pronunciation of that word. Just listen to it and try to repeat it. That is it. Now you're well acquainted with monosyllabic, disyllabic, trisyllabic, and poly or multisyllabic words. Now is the time to get down to business, apply what you have learned right now. So in pension, do you see that little stress mark, this stress mark here before pen, above P? This is the stress marking before the first syllable. You will sound wonderful if you use the marker to emphasize that particular syllable right on the money. So you have only recently begun to learn it. There is still much to be done. So what is the best way to pronounce a lengthy word? Let's see that. It's a bit technical, but it's easy and straightforward. So the stress is placed on penultimate, last but one syllable in many long or polysyllabic words. This is a rule. Most of the time, 85 or 90% of the time, all the words will fall under that rule. And maybe there will be some exceptions. They have their own rules. So they won't fall under that rule. So for example, the stress will be on internationalization, right? Abhi nationalization, what I've observed, people mostly focus on the last syllable. They do not know what is the word stress, or they have learned from their teachers in that way, not this particular training. They have not gone through this technical training. So they shun इसको नहीं बोलना, शन इतना सॉफ्ट होना चाहिए आपका कि वो शन सुनाई दे आपको. So internationalization. So you have to put an accent, stress on the penultimate syllable if you have a monosyllabic or a huge word like this. You got this? So shan wale jo bhi aayenge later, what do you call it, words. So you need to put stress on the penultimate, the second last syllable. You got this? Internationalization. So can you please repeat after me, or you can have your own repetition, or you can have your own pronunciation. So one by one, please do it. The same word, internationalization.
Internationalization.
हाँ, ये कैसा हो गया? एकदम flat tone हो गया, right?
Yes.
Siddesh, was it you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. एकदम कैसा हो गया? ये इंडियन स्टाइल में हमने बोल दिया. हमारी जो लैंग्वेज, हम मतलब इंग्लिश को हम रिस्पेक्टफुली जब नहीं बोलते हैं तो इस तरह से बोलते हैं. ऐसा, it was a flat tone, monosyllabic tone or monotonous, right? So now do it like this. Internationalization.
Internationalization.
Zation. Put an accent on zation. Say zation.
Zation.
हाँ, zation. Z का आवाज आना चाहिए. शन का एकदम soft होना चाहिए. Got it? So
yes.
Computerization. Yeah, speak. Yeah, repeat after me. Siddesh. One by one.
Internationalization.
Computerization. Okay, next. Who is there?
Computerization.
One by one. Siddiqui Umar.
Computerization.
Computerization. थोड़ा सा सांस लो और respect करो word की, syllable की. Put accent on that particular syllable and then say computerization.
Computerization.
Rai B or Zay B nahi. Computerization.
Computerization.
Good. Yeah, somebody else.
Computerization.
Good. Who else?
Computerization.
Great. Okay, so some words or some sounds, they will give you a hard time. Like still, I have some sound they give me a real hard time to pronounce them. So even you will have your own weakness of pronouncing a particular sound. So don't worry, just keep practicing. You will overcome that, and it will be very easy for you. So flabbergasted. So flag. You have to put accent on flag. Flabbergasted. Now अक्सर क्या होता है इसमें, देखो लास्ट में ये TED, जो ED वाले वर्ड्स आते हैं, many people they respect them, like एक इंडियन लैंग्वेज के रिस्पेक्ट में वो उसको प्रोनाउंस करते हैं. गास्टेड बोलेंगे. Walked कितना, I mean kids, I've learned from kids. I've observed kids who are from not English medium background. टॉकेड बोलते हैं, वो टॉक्ड को टॉकेड बोलते हैं. और कहीं कहीं आपको जो साउंड उसको सिंपल करना पड़ता है. इन दिस केस फ्लैबर गास्टेड, ये थोड़ा ई ज्यादा हो गया इसमें. इट विल बी टी गास्टेड, राइट? flabbergasted. So abbreviations. Now this is the best way of impressing your audience when you speak or when you pronounce abbreviations, and this is very simple and best way to what do you call them, impress them. Or you, just a moment please. So abbreviations are the best part to deal with. When you stress the last letter of any abbreviation, you should stress the last letter of any abbreviation. For example, the USA, emphasize the letter A. You can seem confident and natural, as if you were speaking in a native language. Next time, whenever you address someone and come across such abbreviations, use the aforementioned simple advice to wow your listeners. So, for example, if I say a word, I mean an abbreviation, and that has 3 letters, MLA, can you pronounce one by one for me that abbreviation properly, like I said? Did you follow my question?
Yes, sir. Abbreviation.
Abbreviation is there. So the abbreviation is like, it has 3 letters, like a USA. We have, okay, we'll talk about AIKTC. So this is the abbreviation of Anjuman Islam's Kalsekar Technical Campus. Now, how would you pronounce this abbreviation?
AIKTC.
Excellent. Good. Yes, everybody, please.
AIKTC.
Okay. AIKTC, your C is not prompt. It's not very clear. So you need to focus on AIKTC, like this. C पर आपको बहुत अच्छा accent देना है. Raghav, try it once.
AIKTC.
Good.
AIKTC.
नहीं, आपका बाद में वैसी हो गया, पूरा फ्लैट टोन में आ गया. पहला ठीक था.
AIKTC.
AIKTC. USA.
AIKTC.
हाँ, ये आ जाएगा, प्रैक्टिस से आ जाएगा. गुड. यस वृशाली, प्लीज ट्राई.
AIKTC.
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 Good, excellent. Yes, Shazad.
AIKTC.
आप कैन यू गेस इसका एक्सेंट कहाँ पर था शाजर का? Was he right?
No, sir.
Okay, try once. Once more, Sajal. Like this is the template word for you, USA, AIKTC. देखो एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट डालना है लास्ट जो लेटर है उसके ऊपर, लास्ट साउंड के ऊपर. AIKTC, right? Okay, who else will try? Siddesh, will you try?
Yes, sir. AIKTC.
AIKTC. थोड़ा सा पॉज लो उसके पहले and then say C.
AIKTC.
Good. बहुत मेहनत लग रही है ना शुरुआत में.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyways, you will sound natural and you will sound beautiful. People would love to listen this language from your mouth. The moment you speak, the moment you open your mouth, people will judge you whether or not you are a good speaker or you are not a good speaker. Okay, so these are the keys rather. And there are acronyms like WHO. ये acronym बन गया. It's not now an abbreviation. You know the difference between abbreviation and an acronym? Yes, no, maybe.
Also.
Acronym is a name like WHO, WHO. We call it WHO. Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
acronym WHO, these three letters, they have become a name now. So that's why they call now acronym. So in acronym, you will follow the pronunciation method of a particular word, not a letter like this, right? So please make sure you understand the difference between acronym and abbreviation. And whenever you have abbreviation, so put accent on the last letter, last sound rather, of that abbreviation, like USA or AIKTC. If you say like this, people will love to listen to you, and you will have proper emphasis. That emphasis will attract your audience. So next time, whenever you address someone and come across such abbreviations, use the aforementioned simple advice to wow your listeners. So record your speech, find the sound that irritates you the most, the challenging sound, the weakness, or where you are weak at. Different languages have different sounds, but there are a few common ones with specific pronunciation. So practice using your pronunciation tools: mouth, tongue, teeth, jaw, hard palate, soft palate, throat, and lungs. You need to produce the sound through your lungs, not only your mouth. If you put much accent on your mouth, then you will feel exhausted very quickly, and you won't be able to produce sounds, or you won't be able to speak at length. So English speakers use all of these components to talk, and this happens naturally. For 10-15 minutes per day, if you do it even for 5 minutes, you will improve your accent, your English pronunciation in few days, and you will sound natural. So listen to news channels, podcast, and radio regularly. Imitate the way they speak. Don't try to be like them. You have your own accent, but try to imitate the proper accent, the method where they put the accent on. And read some excerpts from various online or offline resources aloud. There are certain anomalies, differences. Depending on the situation, some words are pronounced differently as per the context. Let's see that. For example, this is a word, produce, producing the letter you received yesterday. So fresh produce, you will observe people saying it produce and produce. So what is the difference between that? So fresh produce delivered directly from the farm to the consumer is a relatively new notion in farming today. This is the example. This is a sentence. Here, produce means the you putting on the accent on the first syllable, not on syllables, on the second one, right? The moment you see produce, then it will be a verb, like they are producing much electrical vehicle, or they are producing more vehicles than earlier. So producing, you're putting an accent on the second syllable, right? You got the difference between produce and produce. Similarly, process and process. You might have heard people saying process most of the time. I work in a US process. That means I work for US people, and this process is very difficult or is very lengthy. You see the difference between this? We have only one word, but two different accents, right? So mostly on verbs, you will have accent on the second syllables. And if that word is a noun, it will be having the accent on first syllable, like produce, the fresh farm produce. You got this? Yes, no, maybe?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
और जहां तक हम लोग इंडियन लैंग्वेज में बात करें, इंडियन इंग्लिश में बात करें, then everybody will have same accent on. If this call a process, तो process ही बोलते रहेंगे. Process और process में फर्क नहीं करेंगे. And if they call produce, तो produce ही बोलते रहेंगे. Produce कभी नहीं बोलेंगे. So that is वो accepted है. हमारी अपने आपस में है तो कोई problem नहीं. But if you speak with someone who is a foreigner or native speaker, they will have time to understand you. Precaution. When you are unsure about a word's pronunciation, look it up online. Do not apply the guidelines above to all of the terms. They may have different pronunciations. For example, let me give you the example of like a word here. Let me see if I can share the whiteboard with you. Let's finish this and then we'll see that. Some words, they are pronounced differently and they have their own accent as per the language they are borrowed from. For example, like guru हम लोग बोलते हैं ना, guru जब इंग्लिश में भी हो गया ये word, it's very famous. And कर्मा जो एक इंडियन वर्ड है, संस्कृत वर्ड है rather. तो आप कभी उनको सुनो. और अवतार जो मूवी आई थी, अवतार जैसे हम लोग बोलेंगे, इंडियन लोग बोलेंगे, या प्रॉपर जो जिनके लैंग्वेज में संस्कृत का ज्यादा एक्सेंट आता है, ज्यादा यूज होता है, वो लोग बोलेंगे, वैसे फॉरेनर्स नहीं बोलेंगे. हैव यू हर्ड पीपल्स फॉरेनर्स टॉकिंग अबाउट अवतार? कैसे बोलते हैं? वो मूवी थी ना अवतार, कैसे बोलते हैं उसका नाम? उन लोग कैसे लेते हैं अवतार का? हाँ, कुछ तो भी अजीब बोलते हैं ना हम लोग. हाँ, एवतार और अवतार कुछ तो भी ऐसे बोलते हैं. हम उसको अवतार प्रॉपर बोलेंगे, इवन इफ यू स्पीक विद प्रॉपर एक्सेंट ऑफ इंग्लिश. बट जब अवतार आएगा तो हम उसको अवतार बोलेंगे, क्योंकि वो इंडियन हमारा वर्ड है, इसलिए हम उसको प्रॉपरली प्रोनाउंस करेंगे. Similarly, there are many words borrowed from French, German, and they are pronounced the way they are borrowed from that particular language. So that precaution should be taken, and you need to focus on how people speak and where they put the accent on. Content words. Now, content words kya hote hain? Let's understand this. Nouns, adjectives, verbs, and adverbs are examples of content words. A noun is a place, person, or thing, whereas an adjective explains how, when, and where it happened. A verb is a word that describes a state or activity, while an adverb qualifies both a verb and an adjective. ये बहुत ज़्यादा grammatical हो रहा है, इसी से हम भागते थे अभी तक, but don't worry, you will understand all these things once you start speaking naturally. Take a note of sentences 1 and 2 under anomaly. The same word produce is stressed differently when used as a verb and noun. This is the idea behind this entire paragraph, right? Why produce becomes produce, and when produce becomes produce. If it is a noun, then it will be produce, and if it is a verb, it will be produce. Okay. So regardless of whether the native speakers have a British or North American English accent, or Australian or New Zealand or any accent, native speakers all over the world pronounce the words with the same word emphasis or accent. Only non-native speakers will find this a challenge. After a few weeks of practice, they begin to sound natural or understandable. So pronunciation is the first step toward intonation. And what is intonation? Proper articulation, having proper intonation, proper pitch of your voice, all these things. The intonation also helps you acquire amazing fluidity and makes you sound confident and natural. So you should not be overwhelmed by the information presented here. Listen and speak frequently. Once you have mastered it, you will want your own natural accent and you will love it. You will acquire it as you move on with your efforts. It's as simple as it sounds. And practice as much as possible is the key to mastering pronunciation. So this is about word accent. And then when you use, let me share the white screen. Give me a minute, please. And when you start using this in a particular sentence, then there will be a proper word accent on a sentence or on a sentence specifically. Let me share this white screen, whiteboard. Let me write down the text. Okay, just a moment. Okay, this is a sentence. Now, if you put an accent on a particular word, the emphasis will make the difference or change the meaning of this entire sentence. For example, if I say, I have lost my glasses. So where do I put accent? Where did I put accent on? On which word? In this sentence? Glasses. I have lost my glasses.
Lost.
No, lost. I have lost my glasses.
I.
I have lost my glasses.
My.
Right? So you got this. So this is how the meaning changes, or the emphasis changes the importance of the sentence, meaning and the importance of the sentence. Okay, now I'll put 2 sentences here. You have to copy that. Okay, I write P1, that means person 1, and you have to mimic this, you have to practice this. Person 1 says, follow that car. Person 2 asks, which car? And then person 1 says, the blue one. Then person 2 says, which blue one? There are many blue cars, so which blue one? Then person 1 says, the blue one with the bad guy. Which car? Follow that car. 1 second. Follow that car. Let me put this in caps. Follow that car. Caps lock यहाँ काम नहीं कर रहा है. Which car? The blue one. Which blue one? Okay, you see the words in capital, all caps. You need to put accent on this. So I need 1 pair. 2 people will club to practice this. So let's do this. Let me check. Okay, just a moment. Share the screen again, whiteboard. Fine, so there are 10, including me too. So 8 people are there. So you join with 1 person, you team up with 1 person so that you can practice this word accent in a particular sentence. Okay, so Rushali and Siddesh can be a team. You just start this practice.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so person 1 will be Roshali first, and then person 2 will be Siddesh, and then you'll change the turn. You swipe the turn. Okay, so let's begin.
Follow that car.
Which car?
Put action on car. Put action on car. Capital में
Follow
जोड़ दिया
that car.
Which car?
The blue one.
Which blue one?
The blue one with the bad guy on it. In it.
So should we change? Start another. Follow that car.
Which car?
The blue one.
Which blue one?
The blue one with the bad guy in it.
Okay, good. So next team will be good. So ऐसे practice करना रहेगा आप लोगों को. When you sit alone, and if you have anybody. Okay, Abdul Samad and Fahad, you can do it.
Should we start?
Follow
sir?
that car.
Which car?
The blue one.
Which blue one?
The blue one with the bad guy in it.
Bad guy in it. This for थोड़ा accent दो. The blue one, the blue one
Blue
with the
one with
bad
bad
guy in
guy.
it.
So shall we interchange, sir?
Yes, yes.
Follow that car.
Which car?
Good. Which car? Like this.
Which car?
The
Good.
blue one.
Which blue one?
The blue one with the bad guy.
Good. Chalo, next team. Nu and Sagar.
Follow that car. Hello.
Is Sagar there? Sagar?
Which car?
The blue one.
Which blue one?
The blue one with the bad guy in it.
Follow
Good. Now-
that car.
Which car?
The blue one.
Which blue one?
The blue one with the bad guy in it.
Good. So who is left? Umair and Panduran.
Yes, sir.
Yes, follow this. Follow the car. Umair and Panduran. Please unmute yourself, Umair.
Yes, sir.
And Panduran. सबका हो गया ना? Only these two people are remaining, I guess.
I lost my glasses. Follow that car.
Wait,
Which car?
Umair, wait. Panduran, are you there? I guess he has some network issues. That's why he was not able to speak rather. Okay. उमेर जो भी कैपिटल में लिखा हुआ है ना उस पर आपको एक्सेंट देना है, उस पर आपको स्ट्रेस देना है. I'll be your partner here. So जैसे मैं बोल रहा हूँ आपको दोबारा फिर उस तरह से बोलना है. We'll exchange our turn place and then you become person 1, person 2 right now. I'll be person 1 and then later on you'll be person 2. Fine. So follow that car.
Follow that car.
नहीं तुम P2 वाला बोल रहे थे. Which car?
Which car?
Which car एक साथ मत बोलो. Which पर accent दो. Which car?
Which car?
The blue one.
Which blue one?
Okay. The blue one with the bad guy in it. अभी तुम पहला बोलो, P1 वाला तुम बोलो जैसा मैंने बोला.
Follow that car.
फॉलो दैट कार, फ्लैट टोन आ रहा है पूरा. कार पर एक्सेंट दो, जो भी कैपिटल में उस पर एक्सेंट देना है. ठीक है, फिर से.
Yes, sir. Follow that car.
Which car?
The blue one.
Which blue one?
The blue one with a bad guy in it.
बैड पर एक्सेंट दो.
The blue one with the bad guy in it.
Your bad guy is not that bad, so put accent on bad.
Okay. The blue one with the bad guy in it.
Excellent, very good. तो थोड़ा सा फनी होता है ये जब फिजिकल क्लासरूम होता है तो उसमें बहुत मजा आता है. Anyways, I guess you enjoyed this thing. So this is the importance of accent, putting accent on a particular word, putting accent on a particular syllable. And once you get the hang of it, once you practice a lot, now you will be able to focus and understand why people sound natural and why native speakers, they speak differently than us, or they speak naturally than us, and why we sound differently. Fine. I hope this gives a lot of information and you will practice. Do you have any questions? Do you have any issues? Do you want to know something about? And here on this, you need to write another assignment. I will share the assignment and this PDF as well, so that you can take the help of this and you can prepare your own assignment, and that should be in on a Word document to make your life easy, and just submit it on Google Class. All right, and I hope everybody is there on Google Class. Everybody has joined that classroom.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
So
good.
can you explain the assignment now?
It will be as usual, like we take the theory, and that theory has one assignment followed by one assignment. So that you on this same thing you will have to have. I'll write down the instructions on when I put the assignment, when I give the assignment task.
Okay, sir.
All right. Apart from this, do you have any questions? If you want to ask, you can ask now. And let me stop sharing my screen and let me switch on my video, my camera.